Welcome back to Why Gaming. Today we are talking about Dead Matter. And that is because they released a little something to their website the other day, addressing a few rumours and some controversy that they've had with their actual development team and some of the internal staff members. Now, there is a full rundown of this, which you can go and watch over at Kira TV's channel. He's got a load of really interesting bits about Dead Matter and some other games that have basically gone the same way. And it's quite funny to see their side of it. So we're going to have a little bit of a look at their side of it and see what they have to say. And there's also some works in progress and some images that they've posted alongside these. Now, none of this has gone onto Steam or anything like that. This has gone just to their blog, and they shared it on their Twitter. Alongside it at the end, there's some videos and some little bits, some screenshots basically of what they've been working on. And I have played the game recently, and obviously because it's under a heavy NDA, which obviously the reason why is because the pictures that they show in public through this development blog and what the actual game looks like are two very different things. It's much easier to polish up a photo than it is to actually polish up a game. But concerns and rumours. Now, like I say, if you do want to know the full story, then head over to Kira TV's channel. The link is in the description down below. But basically, the team has been from left to right. There's been a vote of no confidence, and funding has dried up, and loads of other little bits. But their side of the story is as follows. We understand there's been concerns and rumours floating around regarding recent events at QI Games and the status of Dead Matter. My name is Nick, and as the lead developer and a representative of the team, I would like to take a moment to address the issues and provide clarity on the situation. We are aware of various posts, videos, and leaks that have been circulating on social media, and while we understand the interest in the project, it is important to recognise that not all information being shared is accurate or fair. See, now they say this, but a lot of the information that has been shared is on public sites by one of the team members. He's just changed his username. So it is public information. It's not something that has been hacked or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't really say there's been any leaks. Somebody has looked into things, and you know, if you look deep enough, you can find everything there out in the open. But I believe now it's been deleted. But this is their side. We'd like to address various concerns and rumours that have recently been circulating. Our initial response, even from our side, feels inadequate, and in retrospect, especially as this concerns rumours keep popping up. Things went the way they did because we don't even know how to start addressing what had come up. We ended up leaving our backers and fans with very little to stand behind. This time around, we're grabbing the bull by the horns and getting things addressed, rather than now than later. There were some pretty serious things being said about us, and we need to take some time this month to put together a serious response to address the concerns and rumours that people have brought forward to us. Ultimately, when people bring up serious claims against us, we do need to address it with a serious response. To that end, we have compiled the following points for clarification. With regards to the recent vote of no confidence that was made public through a social media comment posted by our former head of studio, I would like to provide clarification. A vote of no confidence was indeed called by one of our C-level executives. In this instance, it was our chief financial officer. I would like to emphasize that this action was taken by the CFO and not by myself. Contrary to the statements made by Derek, our former head of studio, QIS did ultimately decide to end our professional relationship with him. This decision was based on a number of factors. While I would prefer to go into much more depth on this topic, I would rather demonstrate professionalism, respect, and restraint. In summary, things just didn't work out, and there were significant cultural differences as well as differences in leadership style. In retrospect, I don't believe that bringing our former head of studio was the correct move for the company with who we are as a team and where we were with this project. Right, okay. With regards to developers that we let go earlier this month, it's because it was pretty clear that there was a lot of internal issues that had gone unnoticed by the enterprise leadership team. These issues were cultural, which led to productivity issues, which naturally evolved into financial issues. I decided that to protect interest of our backers and the general interest of getting this game shipped into early access, that swift and decisive action was needed. My primary focus was retaining individuals with the necessary skills and expertise to drive the project to success and make a tangible impact for our players. Simply put, I needed to ensure that all of our staff needed to be people that could get hands-on with their project, get in editor, get under the hood, and anything that beyond. And this is something that we're no longer in a position to afford. I have to be extremely selective with who gets a seat at the company until we launch, and we need to fill our ranks with developers that bring back the best value per dollar do we invest in them. I mean, yeah, I get that, from a financial standpoint, that is what you've got to do. You need to invest in your staff and make sure that you're paying the right people to get the job done. But, look at Vane, which we posted the video earlier. The reason I've done these two videos today is because you can look at those two games side by side. Vane has been in development since February. As far as I'm aware, there's not a reason or any official statement have been made by any of the devs that work for Vane that have left and gone to create that game. There's been nothing that's put out there publicly, I don't think. But, they've been making that game since February. This game has been in development for years. And as you can see by the footage in the background, this was 2 years ago. I've played it since then, and it doesn't look like this now. There's also been rumours regarding the absence of Discord and dev streams, and I would like to provide clarity on the situation at QI. At the start of last year, the company did in fact experience a significant loss of its legacy team. We're left with only 2 staff members, myself included, that worked on the pre-0.7 overhaul version of the game. In reference to recent rumours of myself failing to recruit most of our former team, I am pleased to report that is not the case. Over the past 4 weeks, we've successfully onboarded 14 developers, 13 of whom are former members of the team, including 2 of the founding members of the company. I would invite anyone interested to verify this themselves by reviewing the updated roles for the team on our Discord server. You may see familiar faces that you recognise. I want to emphasise that these developers returned to QIS out of a deep sense of respect for our players, the community, and our shared vision for the project. Their commitment to the success of the project and maturity and growth demonstrated by everyone involved has been immeasurable. To say the least, this is a team that I am truly proud to be a part of. So that is a big response to everything that has been going on. But even still, there is not that much in the way of gameplay going. We've got no date of when early access is coming. So they say dead matter is not dead. But these videos that you are seeing in the background are over 2 years old. There was nothing up until 3 months ago with a new devlog. And even that, there's been nothing since then. There's odd bits that go up on their Twitter, but nothing much. So, in all honesty, I can understand why people think the game is dead. Behind the scenes, there could be a hell of a lot more going on that we don't know about, but I highly doubt that. I would love to see this game actually progress and work, but time is running out. Money will be running out. They've only got us, as they've said in this, there's a finite amount of resources, and if they are being picky on who they can actually employ and how much they can pay them, those employees probably won't stay there for very long. They also have an office. I don't know what the rent is where they are, but you think of rent, and especially if they've got 14 of the team members from before, let's say they're all getting paid average of, 1,500? So, quick maths, let's just say 1,000, because my maths is shockingly shit. That's 14 grand a month. You take in rental space, possibly 2 to 3 grand. That's 16, including utilities as well. So their burn rate is that's high. That's 16 grand a month, and they're, as far as I'm aware, not actually making any sales, unless they're backhanding it off. No new keys have gone out, and early access is God knows when and where. So money will be running out. Patience of the community is also running out. And early access, as far as they've said, is summer. So that's a few months away from now. And what do they mean by summer? Do they mean towards the end of summer? Or is it the start of summer? A lot of questions are still out there, which we don't have answers to. And there's also some really strange things in this devlog too. They've posted some new videos, which I will show you in just a second, but they lead to a random YouTube channel. Why wouldn't they put them on the Dev Matter channel? Makes no sense at all. So this is the screenshots and all the stuff that I was on about earlier on. As you can see here, screenshots, they all look great, but it doesn't look like that in the game, which is a massive shame. It feels like they're just overshooting on things like this, which, you know, I think lying to community is not the best. I would love it if the game looked like this. I think it'd be great. I remember when I first backed it and when I first started playing it, I was absolutely over the moon. Absolutely loved it. And as soon as I got in, I was absolutely devastated because I'd spent a load of money backing it. I got a load of keys, got a load of in-game stuff. I played it for a total of 2 hours with a couple of friends, and at least an hour of that was running between each other. So it was pretty pointless. But considering that the game has been in development for a few years, I mean, it's just, yeah, you can do some missions, you can do some bits, cool, and then things like this. But, wow, okay, we've been in development for years and we've added a car alarm. As opposed to, once again, we're going back to Vane here. Vane have so much more. A shader for an LCD screen. And then we can add, we can access notes and all that kind of stuff, which, yeah, is very, very cool. If you've got those fundamental systems working in the first place. And then there's the systems that advance gameplay for more updates and adding interactivity to the world. Which these all should have been, they should be base things. They should be there already. They should be working, not 3-4 years on. And then this is what I meant by the YouTube channel. I think this is really weird. Like, if you're showing off your development stuff and you want to show bits of the game, why would you do it through a separate channel that has absolutely nothing to do with the game itself? And then as you come on here, there's no content on it whatsoever. So you have to get on this content through this actual article, which makes no sense. I don't understand it. You know, you want to show the community that you're working on the game and making things better, then post it all on your socials. Do you know what I mean? Not hide it behind something that you have to click on a link to go read a lengthy post, and then right at the very bottom of the post, it's all there. Makes absolutely no sense to me. See, why would you not want things out there? You know, show the community and players that you're doing it. See, as you can see from this is, like I say, from 2 years ago. This doesn't even match up with what they're showing in these devlogs today. There's some things in here that have never been added to the game, which it baffles me. It really does. And they still want the community to stand behind them, and that community is getting thinner and thinner by the day. Which is a shame, because I believe that Dead Matter could have, and with the right work and time and community, could still potentially be an outstanding game. But we shall see. Let me know what you think on Dead Matter itself. Now, I did do the Vane video and the Dead Matter videos both today on purpose, because I want people to... Some people will watch both, and you can see the very clear differences between the two games, especially considering Vane has been in development for a little under a year, and Dead Matter has been in development for a fair few years. And just seeing those two, I think, side by side is definitely... It's not exactly... It's hard to compare. I mean, they're working on things like car alarms, and whilst Vane are hooking up electricity and trying to build whole towns... Which, yeah, it's strange. It is. But we are going to wrap that one up. So a massive thank you to everybody that's watched. If you have enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and let me know what you think down below about Dead Matter. I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.